Well, hello there. Glad you could join me for a round. My name's John McCarthy. I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. We're down on the 10th here, getting ready to play just the back nine today. Time to get amongst it. And this one off the downslope. This is going to get some extra yards. All right, load up. Let's let this go. And he's about 125 out. Let's see what he does. All right, second shot on the 10th. And you got to make sure you got enough juice to get it up that slope on the green. Oh, the glory that could have been. And this putt from 10 feet. This one's breaking left to right. And he'll drop that in for birdie. And you got to get this one in if you want to have the hole. All square after the first hole of this match. And the 11th hole of this one is a par 4. Well, let's see what you got. Sweet. Second shot here on the 11th. Way to go out there, looking good. Okay, this is his third. And this putt to go one up for the match. All right, as that one drops down in the bucket, you won this hole. And you're one up for the match after that one. And teeing it up now on the 12th. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Looking good off the tee. Setting up here in the deep stuff. I'll take that. And this shot is clocking in around 105 yards from the pin. Goodness, that almost went down. All right, here we go. This one's for birdie. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. Yeah, no problem there. We can give him that one. Just a short putt. Then we'll head to the next. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go. Good gracious, you tattooed that drive. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. And a fantastic chip, saving them a couple strokes on this hole for eagle. And from the green side, sand, looking for an up and down here. Alrighty then, let's grab the putter. And after that hole, we're all square in this match. And this one's a par 3 here on the 14th. They've gone with the 7-iron. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. Hopefully this one will bounce to the right. Ooh, this is nice. Doing all right, hitting those greens today. Well done. And he's in the green side rough. Ooh, close with that chip. This is what he's staring down to save par. And there it is. You got that one to go. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. Okay, your opponent's giving you that putt, and you're going to win the hole as well. Let's go to the next. And after that one, you are one up. And teeing this one up on the 15th hole. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Oh, this one's in the fairway. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. All right, nicely done. You're on the green with a long putt in your future. And he's looking at around 190 yards to the pin. And here's their 8-iron. And we are we on the green? We're on the green, yes. A hole, though, I still can't see it. I'm just going to have to hope we get this close. Oh, look at this thing. This one's still tracking. Come on, get down in the hole. Oh, and the putt won't go down. Back to all square if they sink this putt. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Ooh, almost. And here he goes, putting for par here. All right, here we go. Give a tap and we'll head on to the next. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, 16th hole. This one's a par 5. So far, so good for this one. And let's see how he does on this hole. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. And around 195 yards to the pin for him. Let's see what happens. Seven iron on display here. Okay, second shot here on the 16th. About 17 feet to the cup. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving right to left. Ah, no good. All right, if you can sink this, snatch a birdie and be on our way. Good work. 5th birdie today. Let's have another one. And they'll take this all square if they can sink this. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. All square after that hole. Okay, par 3, 17th hole is next. They've gone with the 6-iron on this one. Ooh, that will play. Well, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. Okay, on the green safely. Lining up for the 13-foot putt. This one looks like it starts straight and then heads to the right. Boom, you drop that one, and that's back-to-back birdies. And if he manages to sink this putt, the hole will be halved. And that hole will be halved. And now to the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Looks like this one's in the fairway. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. You absolutely demolished that drive. And this one's about 140 yards or so to the pin. Okay, we're on the green. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Here we have a 16-foot putt. This one's going left to right pretty hard. Okay, high pressure scenario, and the pressure's on him. He needs this to force a playoff. As that one goes down, we are heading to a playoff hole to see who will be crowned the champion. Okay, this match will be decided on this one final hole. If there's still a tie at the end of this one, the match will go to whoever was closest to the pin off the tee. All right, let's see what happens here. The playoff begins, and he needs to stick this close. We need to stick ours closer. And they're choosing the 6-iron here. Okay, last to hit. You gotta, at least you know where you gotta get inside of off the tee. So let's do that and proceed to win the playoff. Yeah, I wish that one went down. This is sheer insanity. How is he going to do this? Let's just wait and find out. I think he's put it on a good line. Oh, continuing to look good. Oh, and he gets it to drop. All right, if this putt goes down, you will take the playoff win. right, that putt will drop and you will pull away the winner, and it was all due to that tee shot. Well done. All right, that will do it for me. I am pleased with your performance. I'm glad you were able to pull out the win on this playoff hole. And, I mean, you had the match the whole way. Let's be serious. Great work. We'll see you next time. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what happens today. I got good feelings. I'm going to leave it there. And it looks like some match play is on the schedule today. Time to get into it. Okay, let's send it. And this shot's about 125 yards from the pin. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. Nice approach, pin high. That's where we like it. And if he sinks this, it'll be for birdie. And that's going to drop on in there for him. And if you want to have the hole, you got to make this putt right here. Everybody's all square after that first one. All right, par 4 here on the 11th hole. Okay, give this a smash. Whoa, got a hold of that one. Just raw power unleashed there. Let's see what his second shot looks like. Going with the 9-iron. We've got about 130 yards to go here. Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope, and don't want this one to get away from you. I'm okay with that. Here's an 18-foot putt. I think this one starts straight-ish and then goes a bit to the right. This one's looking decent. Liking how it's turning out. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. Okay, if he sinks this, that will have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And we're on the tee here of the 12th hole. We got a par 4. Tee shot's looking decent. Okay, time to send it. Nice drive, just striping it. All right, this one's about 125. And that'll do. Grab your putter. Now this from 16 feet. Look at this one breaking pretty hard to the left here. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. All right, that putt goes down and he takes this hole. Well, that was a bit of a poor result, but we got another hole coming up next. All right, a par 3 here on the 13th. This is an 8-iron. Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee. Oh, you put a nice swing onto that one. Oh, yeah, that's going to do just nicely. And sink this next putt and you'll grab that birdie. Oh my goodness. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Well, look out. And as he gets that one to drop, that will win the hole for him. All right, your opponent is 2 up for the match. All right, 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Let's do it. Ooh, off the downslope. This one's going to run. Okay, full sand. Let's go. Ooh, this could chase out, hitting that downslope. Good job. And now he's looking at 200 yards or so to the pin. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. And that will play. Thank you very much. This putt is about 11 feet. This one's going to the left. Oh, yes. That's going to go down for the eagle. And if he sinks this, the hole will be halved. And that hole will be halved. Okay, coming up is the par 4 15th hole. Okay, let's see what you do here. Oh yeah, going straight for the green. Nice to see. Oh my goodness, you almost hold it. Second shot here on the 15th. Way to chip that one close. Well done. And here he is setting up for this putt. If it drops, he goes 3 up. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Here's his look for birdie. I think this one's breaking to the left. And he gets it to drop. That's his birdie. And to halve the hole. And that hole's halved. And the par 3 16th is coming up. Well, looking forward to this hole. Oh, you dialed that one in. Very nice. 7-foot putt for him. All right, let's pop this in. Birdie putt. All right, we don't even have to putt that one out. Your opponent's letting you have it. And that hole will be halved. And now for the par 4 17th. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. All right, let's send it. Look at this. Drive in the green and got a putt for eagle coming up. That's all right. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. This one's got a pretty steep left to right break. From there, fine effort. And this putt's around 11 feet out. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. And that drops for him. That's his birdie. And unfortunately, you didn't win this one. Match is over and your friend will walk away 2 up. All right, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for playing the game, and we will hopefully see you real soon. Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait for the golf. I can't stress that enough. I'm very excited about the golf today. Keeping it light today, just doing the front 9 of this one. Have a wonderful round out there on the course today. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Unlucky. And second shot here on the first. Ooh, this one could get there. Needs some roll. Okay, nicely done. You're in the fairway now. Let's hit up onto that green. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. This might not be enough out of the rough. Setting up here now for our third shot. Nice tempo on that chip, just nice and easy. Well done. And this is his putt for birdie. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. Oh. And you'll go 1 up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Off to a great start here. You're 1 up after the first hole of this match. Teeing it up here on hole number 2. Well, tee shot's looking good here. All right, let's see how he does. And this one is about 90 yards to the pin. Shot's looking good. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. Good work there. Great shot on the approach. He's got a 10-foot putt here. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. And he drops it on in there. And here you go, birdie putt coming up here. And that hole will be halved. See if you can use the wind on this hole, left to right. Looks like we're heading to the fairway here. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. He's got around 165 yards to the pin from here. And here's your second shot on the third. Look at you go. Well done. That was good. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. Looks like you could have a birdie on this hole. And that hole will be halved. And teeing this one up on the 4th. We're on the green with that one. Well done. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. And here's a 6-iron from them. And from here, 20 feet to the cup. And this one's breaking just a little wee bit to the right. Oh, this one's looking okay. This really looks good. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. This one's about 8 feet from the cup. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Let's see what we can do here on the 5th. All right, we got a par 5 ahead of us here on the 5th. Oh, liking this one. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. Okay, here's our third shot. Oh, how close was that one? Well judged on that one. And if this putt drops, we'll be at all square again. And this putt will be for his par. All right, and you've got this to have the hole. Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store for us. And that hole will be halved. We've made it to the 6th hole. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Ooh, this could be a little troublesome. Needs to hold on to that fairway. Setting up here about, I'd say 100 yards out. We want to make sure we get this there. There's an upslope around the pin. Just letting you know. Pin high on that approach, nicely judged. And now this from 5 feet. This one for the birdie. And you're finding your way around this course. That's your 5th birdie of the day. And that hole will be halved. We are on the 7th hole. Let's see what we can do. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. And he's hoping this one will hang on to the fairway. And he'll wind up just barely into this first cut of rough. Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. Decent approach there. And I found this guy hitting out of the rough. Let's see how this goes down. Okay, that almost went down. Okay, 13 feet to the hole. I think this one's breaking to the left. Wow, amazing. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. And that hole's halved. And the 8th hole laid out right in front of us here. Let's see what we can do. Got some good contact on that one. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Okay, second shot here on the 8th hole. Oh, the chip goes right by there. And if they sink this putt, we'll be back to all square. I think this one will go left to right. If you sink this, you could save par. He's got about a 3-footer here. And that putt safely in its home. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Yeah, wind's blowing out there, right to left. Oh my goodness, you pounded that drive. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Well, this tee shot should work. And this will be his second shot. All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th. I like it. I like what you did there. Here we go. Birdie putt. Looks like a right to left break. Looking pretty good. And that's all she wrote today. You've managed to pull off the win. Walking away here at 2 up. Good work. Well, that's just about it for me here today. Hopefully you had a decent amount of fun. Scratch that. Hopefully you had a whole lot of fun. I hope that for you. Thanks again. See you soon. Hello there and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. Guess what? It's time for the golfs. Nice little par 4 to start us out here today. Now let's spank that ball into the fairway and begin our round. Oh, you hit that one well. And this one's going to chase out a bit, I think. Caught the downslope. Nicely done. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Oh, unfortunate for him. He's wound up in the deep stuff. All right. This is about 120 yards or so from the pin. Oh my, look at this. Solid approach there, pin high. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. Oh, that chip almost went. And this next putt's for his par. And this putt drops, you can go one up. And your opponent has graciously given you that putt, and now we can head to the next hole. All right, par 4 for the second hole. Let's see what you can do. That was powerful. This is going to chase out a bit further down the fairway. Watch it go. Okay, I'll accept that. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Oh, I think this one's going to chase out a bit further. All right, let's see what happens here. He's got about 170 yards to go. Okay, second shot here on the second. And that green slopes away from you, so this approach could go a little long if you're not careful. Safely on the green. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt. Looks like this one starts off pretty straight and then goes to the right. Oh, yeah, that'll work nicely. 2 birdies in a row for you. All right, if he drops this, he's going to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. We got a third hole par 4 coming up here. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll have that. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. second shot on the third. Looks like he's got around 8 feet to the cup. Okay, could be a birdie on the scorecard if you drop this. And that hole will be halved. Teeing off now in a long par 4. Just striped that one. Ooh, caught the downslope. This is going to have legs. That was good stuff. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Ooh, catching the downslope. This one's going to run out. And what will he do from here? 115 to the pin. And second shot here on the fourth. Oh, let's go. Get in that hole. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. I think it's breaking to the left. Ooh. All right, he can pick that up. We can go to the next hole. And if you sink this, you'll have the hole. And that hole will be halved. All right, you know what to do. Par 3 here on the fifth. Yeah, that's going to work for you. I'm liking that. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. "13 feet for his putt here. It's breaking to the left, I think. You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt. And it looks like this one's just a little bit left to right. And that drops for your 4th birdie of the day. And after that hole, you are 2 up on your friend. And not a long par 4 on this one. Look at you driving this green. Fantastic work. Putting for eagle. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And this putt to go 3 up. This one's breaking left to right, going downhill. He's putting this next one for birdie. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. And that's going to do it for his birdie. 3 feet to go. Well done out there. That's your 5th birdie on the day. And that hole will be halved. And the 7th hole, we have a par 4. And driving the old green, putting for eagle. Nothing wrong with that. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's see how he deals with this one in the sand. This is his 3rd shot. He might end up in the rough on this one. Let's see. All right, take your time on this one. You got this to win the match. Okay, your opponent has conceded this final putt, and we're done here. And congratulations to you, pulling out the win in this match play affair. Well done. Well, that's it for me. This is where we go our separate ways. Thank you for the round. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, welcoming you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what goes down here in a bit. Well, I'm looking forward to a little bit of match play here today. It's time to do this. That'll do. All right, let's see how he does. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's around 205 yards out. Second shot here on the first. Yeah, might be in a little bit of trouble here. And this putt's going to put him one up. And I think this one's going left to right. Oh, so close. And if you can sink this, that'll be birdie. Okay, let's get on to the next hole. Your opponent is letting you have that one. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And we are all square after the first hole. And we're teeing up on hole number 2. Oh my goodness, just smashed that one. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And this shot is around 170 yards away. Here's their 7-iron. And second shot here on the second hole. Yeah, nice work. That's a good little approach shot. And for him, this will be for the birdie. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. And the putt drops for birdie. And if this putt drops, the hole will be halved. Oh yeah, well done. Back-to-back birdies. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, I've got a good feeling about this. Par 3, third hole. Let's go. Ooh, can we get a bounce to the right, please? Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. They've gone with the 6-iron on this one. All right, this one's from 14 feet away. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Oh, it's going right by. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. I think this is going to go right to left. Wow, that was supposed to be a birdie. All right, all we need is a little tap here. Let's do it. Your opponent's going to give you that one. Just a short putt anyways. So, yeah, head to the next hole. See what we can do there. Okay, stepping onto this tee of the fourth hole, and we have a par 4. It's tidy. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Looks like he's setting up here around 135 yards out. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. The shot's just about 95 yards to the pin. All right, nice approach on that one. And from this incredible distance, it's going to be interesting to see what he pulls out here. I think he's on the right track here. Still on track. Oh, and he makes it. This one's just a 5-footer. And that hole's halved. All right, ready to go here on the 5th hole. I think you're gonna wind up in the fairway off the tee here. And let's see how he does on this hole. Setting up about 220 yards away. And he's setting up for a very long putt here. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Oh my. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Now that was a golf shot. And after that hole, you are one up on your friend. It's blowing out there. We got a headwind on this hole. Beautiful swing. Come on, hold on to that fairway for us. Oh, that's too bad. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. This could be slightly too strong. Setting up here just in the light rough. Here we go, setting up in the greenside rough. Oh, chip almost went. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Oh. All right, now if you want to have the hole, you've got to make this putt. And that hole will be halved. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Decent looking tee shot, I think. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Okay, second shot for him on this one. And here's our second shot on the 7th.
Oh, take a look at this.
Good job. And this one's about 10 feet out. I think this one's going left to right. And he gets the putt to go. That was a pretty good one. Here we go. This putt for birdie. And that hole will be halved. We got a par 3 here on the 8th. Might be a little too much on this one. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. I'll be the first to admit it. You know what? You're on the green, so congratulate yourself. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Here's a 14-foot putt. And this one's breaking just a little bit to the left. Oh, it's getting there. And as that drops, that's your 5th birdie of the day. And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. And he gets it to drop, and that'll be for birdie. And that hole will be halved. Now we have the par 4 9th ahead of us. Oh, she's coming in nice to the fairway, I think. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, this one's around 160 yards from the pin. And here's our second shot on the 9th. Well, missed the green there on that one. Okay, and from the sand. All right, let's putt. And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. Who continues to be good. Oh, the putt won't go. He's still made a pretty good putt though. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear. Looks like it's just the back nine of this course today. Okay, let's get going. Nice swing on that. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. And from here, he's setting up around 155 yards out. Here's our second shot on the 10th. And take a look at this right here. Good shot. And he's setting up for the birdie putt here. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. And boom, he drops her in for the birdie. Here comes a 3-footer. And after that one, we are all square. All right, we head now to the 11th hole, and it's a par 5. He managed to get a good swing on that. Ooh, this is going to get a few more yards on the ground. Let's see it go. Yeah, you'll take that. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Well, not the purest of strokes. And here we go with his second shot. And they're choosing the 6-iron here. It's about 195 yards to that pin from here. Great work on the approach. You saw that one, didn't you? All right, he's putting for eagle. Let's tune in. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Oh no, it's right by the hole. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. Oh, the putt drops, and that's going to win you the hole. And just 1 up on your friend after that hole. Teeing it up now on the 12th. That'll do for the approach. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Rolling with the 4-iron here. This one's 20 feet out. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, what do we have here? Ooh, continues to be good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. All right, he's got this putt for the bird. And that putt will drop. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. All right, here we go. 13th hole. This one's a par 4. Bit of a downslope out there around the landing area in this fairway. Holy, you just ripped it. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. Oh yeah, off the downslope. This is going to chase out. This shot's around 95 yards to the pin. And here's our second shot on the 13th. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. That's a safe shot. And now this from 13 feet. Looks like a right to left break. Oh, come on, be nice. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. Okay, he's got that one to go, and that will win the hole. And after that hole, we're all square. Okay, let's have a nice tee shot. We got a par 3 here on the 14th. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. Looking forward to see what you do here. And chalk up another green in regulation. This putt is measuring in at 11 feet. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. Ooh, almost drained that one for the birdie. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. But I think it's breaking to the left. And that's going to drop, and he will win this hole. And after that one, your opponent is 1 up. And now the 15th hole. This one is a par 4. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. I think this is heading to the fairway. And he's got around 145 yards to the pin from here.
That is beautiful.
And hitting into an elevated green on this one. Left, heading left. Approach shot worked out just fine. 13 feet left to the hole. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. This putt's tracking. Oh, yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, he's left with this to have the hole. Yeah, just a shorty. And that hole's halved. All right, here we go. Par 5, 16th hole. Let's do it. This one's fairway bound. Here we go. Let's let this one go. And from here, he is looking at around 205 yards to the pin. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th. Long putt for this guy. Let's see what happens. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Looks like he started this one out right. Drop this one for eagle. Let's do it. This one's going to the left. Well, this one's on a line. Oh, yeah, getting better.
Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done.
And that hole will be halved. Okay, now on to the 17th hole. This one's a par 4. Going for the green. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. Look at this, driving that green, putting for eagle. I'm just proud of you. All right, this is his attempt at eagle. Oh! All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. Oh, you like that one, don't you? This match is all square after that hole. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. That's not going to work, is it? And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Looks like he's got around 145 yards to go here. All right, first cut. Let's do this. You had that one dialed in, didn't you? Okay, 11 feet to deal with. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard break, too. This one's on a good line. Okay, if he can get this to go down, he's going to tie us. And then we'll head to a playoff. All right, good luck to you. They finished up here, and we are heading to a playoff. All right, first to tee off in this playoff hole, and I want you to take the pressure you're feeling. I want you to use it. Let's get close to that pin and take this playoff. Look at this here. That is lovely. There we go. Good shot. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Taking this one with the 9-iron. All right, we ended up closest to the pin after all the tee shots are done. That's great news. All right, you've got this putt to win in a playoff. And as that one goes down, it'll be a win for you. Well done. All right, that's it for me, I think. It was great to see you pull out the win in this match, and even more exciting to see it happen in the playoff. Great work. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy. We are doing the front nine of this one today. This should be a bit of fun, albeit brief fun. All right, let's have a good one out there. Looking good off the tee. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Second shot here on the first. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Nine feet to the cup. Oh man, just missing on the birdie putt. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And yeah, that's in there. He's going to win this hole. And your friend will be one up after the first hole of this one. And the second hole, we have a par 4. Let's go. All right, let's send this ball away. Nice, pure swing, great stuff. Okay, this one's around 90 yards out. I think we had the right club here. Oh yeah, that was a tidy little shot. Well done. Oh, almost went down. All right, let's put this in the hole, pull down a birdie, and sprint to the next hole. Okay, if he sinks this, he'll have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Okay, we got a par 4 here on the third hole. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. All right, give this a rip. Setting up about 115 yards out. Oh yeah, you'll take those all day. 12 feet left to the hole. This putt's going uphill and to the right. Oh, that was almost in. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. All right, he's got it. He's also won the hole. And after that one, your friend is 2 up for the match. All right, here we go with the par 4, 4th hole. All right, let's launch this in to the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. There we go. Nice swing on that one. Ooh, off the downslope. Watch this one run. Good shot. Here's your second shot on the 4th. Oh, yeah. I like to see this. I like to see this very, very much. And here's his second shot. This putt is for your birdie. Let's do this. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. And if he manages to sink this putt, the hole will be halved. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, stepping on to the 5th, and we got a par 3 ahead of us. Taking this one with the 8-iron. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. And second shot here on the 5th. Oh, look at here. Nice chip. All right, if this next putt drops for him, he's going to go 3 up. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Almost in there. He's got 3 feet to go. Okay, this will save you par. And that hole will be halved. And now for the par 4 6th. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. All right, this putt for the birdie. Going downhill with this one, and it's right to left. Ouch, right by the hole. And if this drops, he can go to 3 up. All right, that drops on in there. He's going to win this one. And we are moving forward, leaving that hole behind us. All right, 7th hole now, and it's a par 4. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. Second shot here on the 7th. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. And I'm kind of hoping for him now. If he sinks this, he wins the match. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. And that's not a bad effort. And about 14 feet to go. It's breaking to the left, I think. Well, it's heading towards the hole. Amazing. All right, this is it. If he sinks this, you're done. All right, that will do it for him today. Okay, this one is over, and you've wound up on the bottom of the heap, so to speak. Next time, maybe you'll end up on top. Okay, thanks for me, and if I have my way, I'll see you back here real soon.